Hello there ladies and gentlemen, Mason here with another NASCAR Heat 4 video, bringing you the best custom liveries in NASCAR Heat 4. And today we're going to be doing the 2020 Darlington livery for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I will not be replicating his crash, hopefully. I'll be trying to focus on replicating his livery, and it's the first race after lockdown, after this whole diseasey thing going around, and we're going to replicate the livery. So thank you to Matt Kennedy, who gave me a short list of all the 2020 Darlington paint schemes that were shown, that were used, and we're going to try and go through that. So, reference pictures in the bottom of the corner of the screen, and I've got it just in the corner, just down here, and we're going to go through how to do it. So, first of all, we don't want the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Ford Mustang. We want the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Chevrolet Camaro, and that's where we're going to begin this livery, is the Camaro. So there we are. And what we're going to do, we're going to try and find the correct, that's the one. So right, this is the best I can do. Remember, obviously the limitations with the game, it makes it very difficult, but it's half the fun, half the challenge, and I hope you guys enjoy that challenge. And if you haven't subscribed already and quite enjoyed how I'm getting on with this, remember to subscribe, it's quite handy. So what we do, we go to the far right and we go 1, 2, across. So it's the third one across, and as you see in the reference picture, you're questioning how? Bear with me, way ahead here. So what we're going to do, we just got for this black, we're just going for the stock light blue. That will give us a kind of guesstimation of where the livery should be headed. So this yellow, we're going to go for the stock dark blue. This is the light blue, we'll just go 2 notches. And now you can always see where the light blue's too light, so we'll knock that up 1 notch. And we will be doing the custom paints as well, because it doesn't quite look where I want it to look at the moment. As for the next part, stripe 2, we're going to make the stock white. And for this stripe 3, we want to make it match the darker white, the darker blue. So you can see where I've probably gone with that. Obviously we can't do the rear half of the car white, unfortunately, which is a shame. But if you put your hand over the rear half of the car, it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and make this look a little bit better. So we go to the customs. The custom paint. If you don't know how to do this, you go to the rainbow at the bottom, you click it, and you go to all these different paints, and then you click it, and away you go. So click the colour you want, and then you can adjust the brightness, the lightness of it. So I'm going to do it around here, and that looks purple in my opinion from the lighting. Let's go down 1. That's too light. Let's darken it up a bit, and you also get a bit more of a matte effect with this actually. So I'll say around there. So if we're going to be in the custom paint, it's the second from the top, and once you click A, which is on my controller X, but it says A on the screen because I'm using PC, confusing, isn't it? It's going to be the 5th from the bottom, and that looks a little bit more like it, a little bit more. We could darken it a bit, so we'll go 4th from the bottom. You could choose between that. Obviously when you make the paint scheme yourself, you can fiddle around with it, see what kind of tickles your fancy. My reference picture keeps going into standby. There we go. As for this dark blue, I quite like it. I want to go a bit darker, but I don't know if that's a bit too dark. Let's have a look, see what we can do with the customs. So that's purpley. Let's go into here and we'll put it to the bottom. That's not dark enough, that actually. Let's go to the top and let's throw it to the bottom, and that looks a bit more like it. So what we're going to do, we'll go for the very top blue, and we go all the way down once we've selected it to the bottom as well, and that stripe 3 has to match that, of course. As you can see in the reference picture, by the real wheel arch, you've got the dark blue part on the top of the car, and that kind of comes down and you have that small line, and I feel doing that to the bottom, getting that there, looking good. So now we need to replicate the 47. So obviously we're going to choose the number 47, it being Ricky Stenhouse's car. So going through. I'm not decided which one I want for this one yet. I don't know if I want it A, B, C variations. So I actually think A would work best for this one. Because of the sharpness of the look of it. I would go that, but I feel the 7 looks a bit more correct. Obviously you haven't got that line in the middle of 7, so I feel it actually suits it, to be fair. It's obviously your choice what you do, but I feel 47A would be best, and we're going to have that stock white. As for the wheels are completely black. So what we do, we go for the, you could go for that one, but you got the silver ring around it, so I'll go for the full from the left, and that gives you the paint scheme side of it. And you can see roughly where I've gone with this. You see, obviously it's not completely perfect, but you still got that kind of sweepingness to the car, so that's part of the car basically, and that's quite the iconic part. So we go to the sponsors, and we want the Grogger sponsor. So we can't have Grogger, unfortunately, but we can try and use other sponsors that look like it. And obviously Grogger is just white writing at the moment, and we're going to try and replicate that. And Brandt would be the obvious choice, but unfortunately because of the white on the bonnet, it's making it quite difficult. So what can we use instead? Even that one, you've got the because there is no outline, so I think Shriners Hostel for Children would be great, but obviously the black outlines makes it difficult. Let's see what we got. It's just white writing, and that's what's making it difficult, because obviously you can't read half of that, unfortunately. I suppose Brandt would be the best choice, but I think Aris would also be good because of the black outline and the white writing. That'd be the best. I feel that would be best, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna go for Brandt, but obviously, give me your tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you preferred. Whether you think I'm right sticking the Brandt on there or not. And as for the side sponsor, I can't do the bubbles at the side of the car, and there is nothing there, so we're going to leave that as is. But here on this part of the car, we've got 2 sponsors. Well, we've got 3 of this whole area. Cheerios, Healthy Choice, and Cheez-It. So what we do, we go through and we'll see what looks similar. And I was thinking which one would be right. Obviously we want one which is in a square. Mountain Dew would be the best. Mountain Dew might be a good one for this, actually. Let's have a little look. See, Mountain Dew would suit the Healthy Choice one, which suits the car. Well, it doesn't suit the car, but obviously it replicates the sponsor quite well. There's none which have the yellow square at all. So if you wanted to try and replicate the Cheerio part, you could go for Mechanics Wear. It's inverted colours though, and I don't think there's anything for the red square, unfortunately. So better luck next time. Well, you could choose Hunt Brothers Pizza for the red square part, but what we're going to do, we're going to have the Mountain Dew to replicate the Healthy Choice there. As for the deck lid, there's quite a few sponsors there, so I'm just going to stick the Mountain Dew sponsor there as well. And for the rear of the car, here you can obviously keep Brandt there. It looks like a pretty good sponsor there. You could go and try and keep the whole rear of the car the same sponsor, so go the Mountain Dew route. I'm going to keep it as Brandt because just it looks more, just looks better to me. I prefer that. So, but that's my that's me replicating Ricky Stenhouse's Chevrolet Camaro 47 car from the Darlington race in 2020, also known as the Grogger car. So let's have a look, see what it looks like out on Darlington on NASCAR Heat 4. So here we are at Darlington, and It's not a bad livery. It actually looks really cool. You know, if I just made that livery as just made the livery to use online or in quick race or championship mode, I'd be quite impressed by that. I'd be quite content. So all in all, I'm quite happy with the livery. I think it's a shame I can't replicate the rear half of the car being white and having the bubbles like in real life, but obviously that's the limitations of the game, and this is half white, the challenge is there. So I'm very content with that, and I hope you guys are as well, because I really like Darlington and yeah, really enjoy making these videos. So yeah, hopefully you like, comment, subscribe, and join me for the next NASCAR Heat 4 video on Laserman Racing. Until the next video, enjoy some NASCAR Heat 4.